Ever heard her say, "You're trouble," and wondered if she was joking or flirting? If you're an older man, you've probably faced this moment, unsure if that playful phrase meant attraction or if you were just reading too much into it. And that uncertainty, it's costing you connection, confidence, and chemistry. You might play it safe, laugh it off, or freeze entirely, and miss your chance to deepen the spark right in front of you. Here's the truth. Younger women do flirt with words, but not always in ways that scream desire. They use emotionally charged phrases that test your confidence, challenge your composure, and invite you to lead. The problem is most older men either miss these cues or misfire in how they respond. In this video, we're going to decode 10 flirty phrases younger women use when they're thinking about you sexually. And more importantly, I'll show you how to respond calmly, confidently, and with just the right edge to turn those sparks into fire. Ready to hear what she's really saying? Let's begin. Let's start with the classic. She smiles, maybe laughs a little and teases, "You're such a bad influence." Sounds playful, right? But underneath, she's not warning you, she's inviting you. This phrase is laced with curiosity. She's not talking about moral corruption. She's talking about the thrill she feels around you. You represent unpredictability, risk, excitement. And instead of saying, "I'm turned on," she wraps it in a smile and a cheeky accusation. Picture this. You're at a bar. You suggest a second drink. She laughs and says, "You're such a bad influence." In that moment, she's not scolding you, she's testing you. She wants to see if you'll lead with confidence or backpedal into guilt. So what do you say? Try this. Only bad if you can't handle it. Simple, firm, teasing. You're matching her energy without losing control of the frame. Remember this. When she calls you a bad influence, what she's really doing is hoping you'll influence her a little more. Now this one's powerful because it's not just a phrase, it's a reveal. When she says, "I don't usually do this," she's not just narrating behavior, she's externalizing desire. This is emotional displacement. She wants to lean in, she wants to be close, but she also wants a way to bypass the guilt or fear of judgment. So she shifts the focus. It's not her, it's the moment. It's you. And she's giving herself permission to be swept up in it. Imagine it's late. You're walking her home. She pauses, looks at you and whispers, "I don't usually do this." She's not asking for reassurance. She's watching your reaction. Now here's the move. Don't rescue her. Don't say, "It's okay, me neither." That kills the tension. Instead, hold eye contact and respond. "That's fine. You don't need to explain anything to me." You've just told her, "You're safe, you're seen, and I'm not shaken." Let this sink in. When she says, "I don't usually do this," she's hoping you'll say something that makes her want to do it again. Let's decode this one right, because it's not an insult, it's a signal. When she says, "You're trouble," what she's really saying is, "You make me feel things I'm not used to." There's electricity behind those words. Unspoken excitement, curiosity, even temptation. She's not labeling you. She's framing the dynamic. And in that frame, you are the one with the power to shake things up. She's testing if you'll step into that role or back away. Picture the scenario. You just made her laugh a little too hard or leaned in with a knowing smile. She shoots you a glance and says, "You're trouble." Now what? Don't deny it. Don't play it safe. Instead, lean into the edge, only for the ones who play with fire. Now you've kept the tension. Now you're inside her imagination. Here's the truth. When she says you're trouble, she's hoping you'll prove it without apology. This phrase is pure projection and pure interest. When she says, "I feel like you'd be a handful," she's trying to draw a picture a picture of intensity, passion, unpredictability, and she's putting you in that frame. She's imagining how it would feel to be around you, to handle your energy, to match your pace. It's half tease, half confession. She's not saying you're difficult, she's saying you excite her. And she wants to know, are you as intense as you seem? Let's say you're exchanging stories. She leans in, smirks, and says, "You'd definitely be a handful." She's baiting you, hoping you'll take the lead, not flinch. Your response, calm and unfazed. "I'm not for everyone?" That answer holds boundaries. It says you're aware of your impact, and you're not here to perform or please. That mystery, that self-possession, it draws her in even deeper. Bottom line, when she calls you a handful, she's already imagining what it would be like to hold on. Now we're entering the territory of tests and tension. When a younger woman throws out, "I bet you say that to all the girls," she's not accusing you. She's challenging you. She wants to know if she's just another passing moment, or if she actually stands out. It's a blend of insecurity and flirtation. A moment where she's giving you an opening to reaffirm the connection, but only if you handle it with strength, not supplication. Picture this. You've just paid her a compliment. Something witty, something bold. She smiles and shoots back, "I bet you say that to all the girls." Here's where most men fold. They rush to explain, No, just you." That's a mistake. It puts you on the defensive and kills the tension. Instead, keep it playful, even provocative. Only the ones who can handle the consequences. Boom! Now you've flipped the frame. You're not chasing her approval, you're inviting her to step into the challenge. Here's the truth. When she tests you like this, she's not trying to push you away. She's trying to see if you'll stay solid under pressure. When she says you're dangerous, she's not talking about harm. She's talking about power. This phrase carries weight. It's her acknowledging that you affect her, that something about you throws off her emotional balance, and she likes it. It means you're stirring feelings she wasn't prepared to have, feelings she's not sure she can control. Imagine this. She leans back, eyes narrowed but playful, and says, "You're dangerous." Maybe it's after a joke that hit a little too close to the heart. Maybe it's after a compliment that made her pulse quicken. Now's the moment to ground the energy, not deflate it. Say this, only to people who aren't grounded themselves. You've just told her, "I'm not the danger. The danger is what I bring out in you." That flips the dynamic. You stay composed. She feels exposed. And that contrast, that's the tension that builds true attraction. Final thought, when she says you're dangerous, she's already thinking about the thrill and hoping you'll keep it going. This one's not just flirtation, it's invitation. When she says, "You're older, you must be experienced," she's not just making an observation. She's elevating you. She's casting you as the seasoned man who knows what he's doing, not just in life, but in intimacy and presence and power. She's teasing, but she's also revealing. This phrase signals that she's thinking about the difference between you and the younger men she's used to. She's mentally exploring what it would be like to surrender to someone who's not guessing, but guiding. Picture the moment. She tilts her head, gives you a half smile, and says, "You're older. I bet you've got some stories. You must be experienced." Now's your cue. Don't get bashful. Don't over-explain your resume. Instead, cut through with this. "I don't talk, I demonstrate." That silence afterward, that breath she holds, that's anticipation. Here's the truth. When she brings up your age and experience, she's not trying to make you feel old. She's letting you know she's ready for a man, not a boy. This one, it's explosive if you know how to handle it. When she says, "I shouldn't be telling you this," She's crossing a line deliberately. She's stepping into vulnerability, into risk, into intimacy, and she's watching your reaction like a hawk. Because here's what's really happening. She wants to share something bold, private, or suggestive. But she needs to know if you can hold the moment. Can you stay composed? Can you lead without judging? Can you keep the tension without collapsing into comfort? You're on a couch. The lighting's soft. She leans in and says, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but that pause, that glance, that's her placing the matchstick. Your move? Look at her, smile slightly, then say, then don't unless you want me to use it. Boom. Now the energy has shifted. She's shared something forbidden, and you've turned it into fuel. Mark this well. When she says, I shouldn't be telling you this, she's already inviting you into her world. She just wants to know if you're man enough to handle what's inside. This phrase hits deep because it reveals her emotional state without her even meaning to. When she says, you make me nervous, she's not saying you've done something wrong. She's saying you've done something right. Your presence is triggering attraction, tension, arousal, and her body's responding before her brain can catch up. Think about it. Nervousness is a biological signal. It means heightened attention. It means adrenaline. It means she's feeling you on a level that bypasses logic. Maybe you're sitting close. Maybe you've just said something direct, something real. And she laughs, tucks her hair behind her ear, and says, you make me nervous. Most men would rush to comfort her. They'd say, oh no, don't be nervous. Don't do that. That lowers the voltage. Instead, let the silence hang. Hold her gaze. Then say, good. That means we're honest. You've just given her permission to feel it. You frame nervousness as truth, not discomfort. Key reminder, when she tells you you're making her nervous, she's not asking you to pull away. She's hoping you don't. This one is pure instinct talking. When she says, I don't know what it is about you, she's already admitted she's under your spell, but she can't explain why. That's not confusion. That's chemistry. She's feeling drawn in by your presence, your energy, your masculine gravity, and her logic can't keep up. This phrase is usually whispered, quiet, intimate. It slips out in the middle of a conversation, or maybe while she's looking at you for just a second too long. You don't need to break it down. You don't need to make it logical. She says, I don't know what it is about you. Just smile. Let the silence do half the work. Then say, don't overthink it. That line says everything. You're grounded, you're not rattled. You get that attraction doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be felt. Final truth, when she says she doesn't know what it is about you, she's already surrendered to the pull. Your job now? Don't over-explain it, deepen it. Now you see the truth behind the words. These 10 phrases, they aren't just cute throwaways or polite banter. They are coded invitations, windows into her curiosity, her desire, her emotional heat. And if you're an older man, understanding these signals is your edge, your advantage, your secret weapon. When you decode what she's really saying, you stop fumbling, you stop overthinking, you stop second-guessing your place in the dynamic. Instead, you lead with composure, with presence, with calm tension that makes her lean in. Each phrase was a test of your frame, your groundedness, your ability to hold space for her emotions without flinching. Because let's face it, judging others yields absolutely no improvement. Mindfulness always takes real awareness. Navigating social changes requires intentional persistence too. And now you have that awareness. You see the signs. You feel the energy behind the words. And best of all, you know exactly how to respond. If this video helped you unlock what she's really saying, don't stop here. Keep sharpening your skills. Dive deeper into the language of attraction and emotional connection. Subscribe now and turn uncertainty into confidence. Drop your experiences or questions in the comments. I read every one and I'm here to help you master this dance. Remember, just overthinking yields avoidance. New ideas make actions. Thoughtful reflection allows natural strength. Clarity really improves persistence today. Step into your power. Decode her words. Lead the connection. Your move.